Morning, everyone. It's good to see you again. I'm here with my helper, Hannah, this morning. Here, pop up a little bit. Say hello.
Hi.
We are here to teach you this week's Sunday school lesson. If you remember from last week, we were talking about John, who was one of Jesus's disciples, and you can see in the picture. And he loved Jesus, and he wanted to tell others about Jesus. And this week, we're reading his books where he told people how to love and how to obey God. So if you remember from last week, John wrote 5 different books of the Bible, and they're all in the New Testament. He wrote the book of John, and then he wrote 1 John, 2 John, 3 John, and Revelation. So today we're talking about 2 of those books. Another thing you might remember from last week is that these books are in the New Testament, and we know that because they were written after Jesus was born, because he knew Jesus and he talked about Jesus. Another thing that you might remember from our trivia board, back when we were able to gather in person, that I want you to learn from today is that the Bible teaches us right and wrong. So we're going to listen to what John had to say to his friends to teach them more about Jesus and how to love and obey Jesus. So here's our picture today, and hopefully you have the coloring page that matches it. And again, our story is from 2nd and 3rd John. John wrote 2 more letters. These were written to people who may not have ever seen or heard Jesus teach. Because John was old now, he probably couldn't visit all the churches that had been started. But these churches and all the people needed to hear about Jesus and know how to live like him. In John's 2nd letter, he told the people he was glad to hear that they had been following God's commands. This is God's command, John said. Walk in love. John told the people to be careful to listen to people who told the truth about Jesus. John wrote a short letter to his friend Gaius. John wanted Gaius to be strong and to do what was right. John had heard from others that Gaius truly loved Jesus and served him. John was happy to hear this. John reminded Gaius to do what was good, obey God, and show his love. So that's our big message from today, guys, to obey God and show his love. Hannah, what does it mean to obey God?
Doing what he says.
To do what he says, that's right. And the Bible teaches us what he wants us to do and how to obey him. So that's why we need to be studying his word and learning more about him. Yes, Hannah?
Can I say something about Jesus?
I would love for you to say something.
You should always think before you act.
That's right. Jesus wants you to think before you act so that you do things that show his love, right? We want to show his love to everyone. What are some ways we can show love to people right now? Hugs are a little iffy because of the coronavirus. Maybe a fist bump or an air hug. Those are some ways to show Jesus' love. And obey God is doing what he wants us to do.
Or an elbow bump.
Oh, an elbow bump. Boop. I've seen some people do a foot bump too. So all different kinds of ways to show that you love each other. Oh, we'll try one later. So today, Hannah is going to do our verse for us. She has a little, almost like a little game set up here. I'm going to try to video while she's doing it. So what she has here is a set of shapes, and then she has shapes with words on them, and she's gonna.
This is the verse.
And she's gonna try to match them. So I'm gonna show what she's doing here.
It's sort of easy because the shapes, you can tell which one is which because there's the same shapes that match these shapes, except with words on. So it's sort of easy. I cut these out myself.
She sure did. She's been my extra good helper this morning. And that's a way she can show love to me, by being helpful to me when I need some extra help. And it's a way to obey, because I asked her, Hannah, would you like to help me? She sure did. Hannah, we haven't practiced this, but can you read those words?
Obey God and show his love.
2 John 1.
2 John 1, 6.
All right, so that's your verse for today, guys. Obey God and show his love. It's our verse, but it's also our main point from the story. Now we have a little craft for you to remember what we're supposed to do. Let's see if I can get my camera set back up without falling down. There we go. Sorry, Hannah. I'm going to move you so I can move that. So you can get your grown-up to write on a piece of paper that says, do what is good with an exclamation point. And in your kit, I believe you had a cotton ball and a clothespin. And what you're going to do there is just kind of grab the cotton ball with the clothespin.
Can I say?
Yeah.
Ask your grown up to fill a bowl.
Sure, yeah.
Ask your grown up to fill a bowl with water.
Yeah.
First, you have to dip this in here. Then you can get a paint set or just buckets of paint.
Yeah. So here's a paint set like we included, but you can use any kind of paint that you have at home. And Hannah is going to
dip the cotton ball into
That's
the
probably
water.
a little too much water, baby. There you go. Just a dip. There you go. And swirl it around.
Swirl it around in the paint color.
So we can see. I'm going to show them how the paint's on the cotton ball. Now she has paint on it. Now she's going to
dot it on the paper. The purple's not very sure.
Well, I think it's a little bit too much water there. You just need to dab it. That's okay. All right. Oh. No. You need to dab it at first. Now it's too wet. So you're going to take your cotton ball. You're going to swirl it around in your paint. This time we did green. Got quite a bit of green there now. And Hannah's going to dot it on the paper.
Wow, that's a lot of green.
There we go.
There,
can you do a couple more dots and I'll show everyone how it looks? There we go.
Sort of sparkly.
And
there's sparkles in it.
Yeah. And then there is your decorated paper. All right, everyone. You have a great week, and we'll see you soon. And make sure to obey and show others love this week. Bye-bye.
Bye. Mama, can I take